Good afternoon, everyone. This is Walnut Lodge's January intensive, week 2, day 4. So we've made it through 2 weeks. I know that Anne is out there, and Joanne and Babs and Millie. Thanks for saying hi. Thanks for being here. It's an exciting week, and actually I'm really happy to be doing this intensive. We have 2 more weeks to go. And I keep building on the material of the previous day. Today I'm going to try to tie some of that stuff together because next week we're going on to, the next level of this work. So if you've really hated what we've done so far, try next week, and maybe you'll like that more. If you like what we're doing this week, then just keep following it through. Alrighty, so I'm sitting here on my shins. You don't have to sit on your shins because what we're going to do right away is just shift our weight forward to our hands. So all this wrist stretching is just getting us ready for the following or the weeks to come. So fingers are nice and spread. Hands are right underneath your shoulders, and we're just going to do a little bit of rocking back and forth. So if you were with me yesterday, I just did something completely different. I was hoping to get that back practice in at some point during this 4-week session, because if you're really sore one day and you just feel like you're not up to this, just remember, week 2, day 7, and that is the therapeutic back class. All right, so I'm just rocking back and forth, just to put a little motion here. And now I want you to test what's forward, what's the furthest forward that you can hold this, and then just rock back to when it really doesn't even feel like a stretch. One more time, forward and back to that point where there is no stretch. This time forward, and we're going to stay. Now press into your fingers, all 5 fingers digging into the floor. Feel your palm work as those shoulders reach forward. So if you have issues with this is something to do every day, and this is not even a 30-second hold. Coming back, tuck your toes under. Tuck them way under. Shift back. Stretch the bottom of your foot. A lot of people get the plantar fasciitis. A lot of people get plantar issues. This is trying to keep that at bay by keeping that line through the bottom of the foot nice and long. Now, so you can be back here, or you can sit up if you're good. If you're sitting up, try to rotate the wrists. And then just feel your feet. After a couple of weeks of this toe stretching, it's become, way more comfortable for me. I don't know about you. I'd like to know that, though. All right. Coming forward again. This time, take the hands from front, go side, go all the way back if you can. If you can't make it all the way back, then get to side and then maybe a little past that. Walk your knees up a bit. Lean back a little. Press the fingers into the floor, and then just let that lower arm stretch. Now here, try to press the base of the fingers. So the base of the little finger, the ring finger, the base of the middle finger, the index finger, and the thumb. That will more effectively engage that line going through the palm of the hand. Couple more breaths. and peel, rotate. I guarantee that if you do this every day, these ranges of motion through the wrist just become really doable. All right, so we're gonna add something here. Now, if you cannot put weight on your hands, I know some of you out there cannot do this, then especially when we get to planking later, you can always go on your elbows. But this particular exercise, if you have a bolster, and we're gonna need a bolster later, I forgot to tell you about props, you can put your elbows on the bolster. So I'm here, you can put the elbows on the bolster and work it from here. If you're okay on your hands, because we're, kind of building towards more weight bearing, just put your hands forward. So I'm sitting back on my heels, and I'm going to come up. Keep your knees as close to your hands as you can. Tops of your feet are on the ground. Press down into your hands, and as you push down, you feel the spine go up through. You're doing a protraction. Now I want you to pick your knees up into your chest. Your feet are on the ground and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come down. Not easy, right? Couple breaths. And we're going to do that again. Shift forward. Pick your knees up. Pull your stomach. 1, 2, tuck your tailbone. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come down, sit back, breathe. Feel the curve of your spine. I know we haven't warmed up or anything, but you don't really have to have a good curve to do this. You're just really engaging the abdominals, shifting weight onto your hands, getting ready for things like crane balance. Just one more time, going to 10. Shift forward and pick up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And come down. Sit. Rotate. So you might have noticed a couple things. 1, your arms are working. 2, your core is working. 3, your hip flexors are working. So we've been working core, hip flexors for 2 weeks now. We're going to keep doing that. Let me stretch my mat out. And it's going to get a little harder. But if we do just little bits at a time, they'll be doable. All right. So one more time with this. Grab your strap. Tie your knees together. No block. Make sure you can fit your fist. We will need a bolster later, or pillows, or rolled up towels. If you don't have that, you can use a block. And some of you know that when we're going to lay over the block, you might need something to put under your head. And then I'm using a strap. So we're going to bend our knees and then just come onto our back. Move here. Now just let your spine go. See where that is. If you did my class yesterday, that might be a little sore because that's pretty heavy stretching, even though it's super relaxing. All right, so starting today with push out on that strap and then squeeze the knees. Again, push out on the strap and squeeze the knees. And push out on the strap. Keep pushing. And squeeze the knees. One more time. Push out on the strap. And squeeze the knees. Now, push out on the strap. Inhale, let your pelvis go forward to your thighs. And then exhale, squeeze the knees. Exhale, press the lower back into the floor. Feel your sit bones reach up towards your knees. So we go inhale, pelvis forward. Exhale, squeeze the knees, posterior tilt. Inhale, pelvis forward. And exhale, squeeze the knees. And inhale, press out on the strap. And exhale, pull the waist. And inhale, press out on the strap. Exhale, pull the waist, feel the sit bones. And inhale, sit bones towards the mat. And exhale, sit bones towards your knees. And inhale, sit bones towards the mat. And exhale, sit bones towards the knees. Two more. And inhale, push as hard as you can. And exhale, squeeze and press the waist. And inhale, push. And exhale, press the waist, stay, feel your sit bones, and then just keep pushing up. Pushing up. Now once you get up, this isn't real high, this is that straight line, I want you to press out on your straps and then see if you can tuck your tailbone a little bit more while that side line is engaged. And then just breathe. And keep feeling your sit bones pushing into the backs of your legs. And then feel the pubic bone pulling towards your waist. This particular configuration and muscle pattern is something that we are going to use over and over again. I think it's easiest to feel the squeeze of the sit bones pushing up in this position, in these bridges. It's also pretty easy to feel the pull of the pubic bone because you can automatically feel the tailbone and the sit bones reaching towards your knees. Just a couple more breaths here. Keep your chest and neck relaxed. Just let that line of your hamstrings and your glutes work. Couple more breaths. And then release your mid-spine. Feel that waist release. And then the sacrum. And let it go. Pull the knees in. Let them rock. Kind of a big rock today. Try to go all the way to almost like a 45-degree angle with your knees. Come to center. Now pull, pull, pull. Just pull with your arms, pull. Relax your sockets. Feel your tailbone and your sacrum reach up towards the ceiling, pressing into your waist. Pull, pull, pull. Now add your pubic bone. Pull your stomach, pull your stomach, pull. And you'll notice that we didn't do all of that pubic bone work first, so this isn't as easy as it was. Next time, pull it in, stay there. Wrap your arms around your knees, squeeze them in. Now in a static position, pull your pubic bone towards your chest. Hold on to that. Feel your thighs. You're using your hip flexors to pull in. Every time you exhale, see if you can take that pubic bone and pull it a little higher towards your chest. Now hold on to the pubic bone, let go of the legs. Knees drift over your hip sockets. Just stay there pulling that pubic bone up. So all this work is part of that therapeutic session that I did yesterday. So, we keep repeating because these patterns are what you need to know in order to get anything out of any of this or any yoga that you do. The more information that you have, the more you get out of it. So we're just pulling that pubic bone towards our rib cage. Our waist is pressing into the floor. We're working hard. It's hard to talk and do this, but it's actually another layer of work. All right, now if you want a little bit more work for the last bit of this, just let those legs go to straight. But remember, keep that waist on the ground. Don't let the back arch at all. Keep it pulling. Breathe. Every time you exhale, try to pull that pubic bone closer to your chest. So you want to lower your legs, let them go. And slowly pull them up. Bend the knees. Rock with the hands. And come down. Now just breathe into that lower stomach. We're going to press our pelvis up again, and we're going to take our hands underneath our pelvis. Now, either interlace your fingers and stretch your arms as straight like a plow, or you have your strap. Maybe there's an end to it. You can grab the end of that strap. So, tuck the tailbone under. Feel it go up to the knees. Now, push your pelvis up and take your hands underneath. And now you're going to try to roll your shoulders under. Pushing up. Now here you're going to push up as high as you can. Sit bone still. Push into the backs of your legs. Try to get those arms under as much as you can. Breathe. And stretch the right leg, in. Stretch the left leg, in. Push right, in. And left, in. And right, in. Push from the sit bone, heel to the sit bone. Push, in. Push, in. Push and hold. Now keep pushing your sit bone up. Sit bone is pushing into, the back of that leg. Breathe. And come down. Change, push, sit bone, up into that leg, breathe.
Keep going. And come down, push up, release the arms, and roll through. Waist before sacrum. Knees pull in. Give it a little rock. Stretch the legs up. Just a little hamstring stretch. So all of these things we'll be using. Now giving ourselves a little rock. Roll yourself up to sitting. Move back a bit. All right, so holding on to your knees, lift your chest, push your pelvis forward, rock back till your feet are just off of the ground. Let go. Breathe. Keep pushing the pelvis forward. Today you're going to put your feet on the ground and then tuck your tailbone under and then hold on to the strap if you need. Press your sacrum and then your waist. Feel your mid-spine, tips of the shoulder blades, arms. Breathe. Breathe from your pubic bone all the way up to the collarbone. Pull the knees in. It's always nice to kind of rock. Is that whole part of your lower back into the tops of the glutes. It's working hard in this whole series, really. All right. Rock it up. See if you can catch the balance. If you can't, hands underneath, lean back. Stretch your right leg to straight. Change. Left leg. Push your pelvis forward. Change. You're holding on. Right leg. Push the pelvis forward. Change. Left leg. Change. Right leg. Change. Pull the sit bones into the ground. Push your pelvis into your thighs. Left leg. Change. Right leg, let go. Breathe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down, left leg. Breathe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leg down. Reposition your pelvis if you've lost it. Try both legs out and breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going for 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend the knees, soles of the feet flat. Hold on if you need. Tailbone, sacrum, waist, mid-back, shoulders, and release. Breathe. Let your belly go. Excuse me. One more. So I have to roll over because I don't have enough room. Pull the knees up. Big rocks. All right, then center. Press your low back into the ground, arms down, knees over your hips. We're going to inhale, take the legs 45 to the right, exhale, pull center. Again to the right. Inhale, right, exhale, center. Again, right. Inhale, 45, left shoulders down. Exhale, center. Inhale, right. Exhale, center. Again, inhale, right. Exhale, center. Again, inhale, right. Exhale, center. Inhale, right. Exhale, center. Inhale, right. Exhale, center. Keep the waist. 2 more. Inhale, right. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, right. Exhale, center. Feet down. Let everything go. Breathe into your pelvis. Other side. Legs up. Pull them in. Little rock. All right. Feel the sacrum. Pull your waist into the ground. Arms out, knees over your hips. Left. Inhale. 45. Exhale. Center. Inhale. 45. Exhale, center. Inhale, 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 45. Exhale, feel the waist. Inhale, 45. Exhale, center. Inhale, 45. Exhale, one more. Inhale, over you go. Exhale, center. Knees down, just let it go. Breath into your pelvis. So all this work, roll to your side and unstrap yourself, is about learning to control the parts of your spine, to distinguish between the work of your hip flexors and your stomach, to learn how to anchor. So we're going to come over onto our stomach. I've spent a lot of time here. Feet together. Not a cobra today. Not yet anyways. I want you to put your forehead on your hands. I'm going to pick my head up and talk. It's really hard for me to talk down there. So, press your pubic bone, lift your stomach, drive the sit bones into the backs of your legs. Now just get a sense for what your stomach is doing. Maybe your lower stomach is off the ground, maybe it's not, but mainly what I want you to feel is, have you reduced the lumbar curve a little bit? Let go. And then drive the sit bones. It might only change a half an inch to an inch. It's not a big change. We're not trying to, completely eliminate that curve. We're trying to support the curve. So as you pull your stomach up, pubic bone pulling to your rib cage, or pubic bone pressing into the ground, or sit bones pushing into the backs of your legs, or tailbone going through the legs and pulling up to your chest. It's all trying to cue the same action, which is a pelvis going into a posterior tilt. All right, so you're holding that. Now just lift the legs up off the ground a couple inches, but don't let your back change. So a lot of times when we lift our legs, people just cave into their lumbars. Here what we're doing is we are just supporting the stomach, and we're lifting the legs from the base of our glutes, and nothing else should be moving. Now slide your hands down by your thighs. Lift your stomach up a little higher, and then push your chest into a cobra. Now we're into a boat or the beginning of a locust. So our legs are being held at the base. Our chest is pushing forward. We're rooting ourselves in our pelvis. You keep driving the sit bones into the backs of the legs. The chest is going forward. You feel the anchor. Now put your feet down. Press your feet, pull your quads. That shouldn't change much. You're just adding the quads here. The sit bones are still driving down. Now just one more time, just lift the legs. No change in the back. Put the feet down again and just release. Turn your head to your favorite side profile. Breathe. And pick your head up Profile, other side. Breathe into the shoulders and the neck. Come back to center. Lift up on your elbows. Relax your shoulders and then just let your back go. You know, if it is feeling not good, you got to tuck your tailbone, lift your stomach, takes a little bit of that curve out. If not, just stay here. My back's feeling pretty good. Just adding this neck or head extension. We're only going to do one of them. So chin on the heels of your hands or on your fist. TV watching pose. Elbows a little forward. Relax. Breathe your chest forward. Release. Move the elbows back a little bit. Drop your head and then relax the shoulders. Breathe into that upper back. And then come back up. Grab your bolster. So this week, the big ad was actions of the shoulder girdle. Next week, we will do that with weight, loading those arms and shoulders. So I want you to just pull this up to your spine, up to your sacrum, and lay over. Now, it might take a while after all that stomach work. And remember, if you need your block, put your block there. Breathe, rib cage up. Feels good. You can feel the whole back line work from the tailbone up through the back of the neck. You'll feel that better, you know, if your head is down. You'll feel a little bit more of a curve, but if you can't manage that without making you sick, please put your head on a block. Just breathe the ribs up. Take the arms up, interlace. All right, now, protraction, retraction. Push the arms straight up, feel the shoulders come off the back, and then pull the shoulder blades down towards the floor. Feel the shoulder blades squashing into your bolster or your pillows. Inhale, push out, and then exhale, pull. Now, a couple of these, and we're going to change the breath pattern. Inhale, push up, exhale, pull. Inhale, push up. Exhale, pull. Now stay here. We're going to change this to inhale, pull the blades back. Feel your chest go through your arms. Inhale, And then exhale, push. You can even add your pelvis here. Inhale, chest forward, blades back. Exhale, push, tuck your tailbone under, feel your spine round. Inhale, chest. Exhale, push. Inhale, chest up to the ceiling, blades back. Exhale, tuck your tailbone under as you push, feel your guts. Inhale, anterior tilt of the pelvis. Exhale, posterior tilt. Inhale, shoulders back. Exhale, shoulders forward. Couple more. Inhale, anterior tilt. Exhale, posterior tilt. Release, arms over. Big breath. Same thing. Inhale, pull the blades down into the bolster, chest will lift. Exhale, push away. Inhale, pull. Exhale, push. 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 One more. Inhale, pull. Exhale, push. Stay there. Elevation and depression of the shoulder blades. Breathe. Feel your ribs go up and to the sides. Release. Rolling onto your right side. Let the knees bend. And then straighten them. Take your right arm straight forward. Let your head dangle. Or put the block there. Left arm up. And then reach it over your ear. Now, I want you to take your left heel, flex your ankle, and then as you reach this right arm, inhale, push that left heel down, and exhale, release. Inhale, push that heel out of the socket, down is really out, exhale, release. Inhale, push, just feeling that whole left side get longer, release. Inhale, push the leg down and out as you reach that arm, and release. Inhale, push, and release. Two more. Inhale, push, keep the elbow straight, and release. Last one, push that top leg, and release. Keep the arm. Now just relax that over. Breathe big into that left side rib. Now bend the knees. Stretch that arm straight up. So we've done extension over the bolster. We haven't done a lot of flexion. We'll get to the child pose in a second. This is lateral spine movement. Now we're going to add a twist to this. So you're going to inhale and then just reach that left arm back. And then on the exhale, you're going to take your ribs and you're going to pull your ribs back to square. So Inhale, you're going to take the ribs and lift that left side, top side to the ceiling. And then you're going to find the obliques and pull it back to center. We did a little bit of oblique work when we were taking the legs side to side. This is a little bit more isolated. Just inhale, push it up, and then exhale. Feel the rib cage pull, and you might almost feel like you're going into a little bit of a forward curve. And inhale, open, and exhale. Twisting is pretty complex. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Now this time we're going to add our right arm. Inhale, push your right arm away from you as that rib lifts. And now on the exhale, pull your shoulder back under and pull the ribs. So feel your shoulder blade. This is arm, it's going to slide out on the inhale. Now take your right shoulder blade and pull it back and underneath your head. And that will help the twist, because the twist requires both sides of your body. I mean, gravity's helping us. Exhale, pull back. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, pull. And last one. Inhale. And exhale, pull. Take your arm down. Now we're going to go to the other side. So just roll to your left side. Arm is forward. Legs are straight. Feel this line. Take your right arm up. Head goes towards the floor or on the block. Let that right arm go over your ear. Flex your right ankle. That should be your top ankle. Inhale. Push the heel out as you reach your arm. Exhale. Inhale. Push out. Exhale. Inhale. Push out. Exhale. Feel everything on that top line stretch. Inhale. Push out. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Push out. Exhale. Stay there. Big breaths into that top rib. Bend the knees. Right arm to the ceiling. First, just working with the top rib, the right rib. Inhale, let yourself open to the twist. Now take the right ribs and exhale. Pull the ribs back to your center. Inhale. Open. Exhale. Pull the rib cage. Right yourself. Again. Inhale. Open. You can really feel your obliques here. Exhale. Pull. It's not a lot of work, but you can clearly feel the action of it. Inhale. Open. Exhale. Pull. 1 more, just using the ribs. Inhale. Open. Exhale. Pull. Now we're going to add the lower shoulder. Inhale. Open. Push your left arm away from you. Exhale. Pull the ribs and pull the shoulder back in. Sometimes that goes fast. Inhale. Slide the arm away as the rib goes up. Exhale. Pull the shoulder and close the ribs. And again. Inhale. Open. Exhale. Pull. Inhale. Open. Exhale. Pull. Just 1 more. Inhale. Open. Exhale. Pull. Rolling onto your stomach. And then pushing yourself back. Knees open. sit back, just elbows and head on your bolster. So this is forward flexion of the spine, just curving forward. Child pose is a really great example of that. But what I want you to do now is come forward, tuck your toes, hands on your bolster or on the floor, stretch your legs up, open them just a little bit, just rock forward and back. Okay, James, we're going to come to standing. Walk the feet up, bend the knees, drop your tailbone, and roll yourself up to standing. All right. So just connecting all of this straight line work. My cameraman is helping me out. I know I have dark colors on today. I'm sorry. So just listen really carefully. All right. So first, we're going to do just the forward curl and the back extension. So I'm going to turn sideways. All right. My feet are underneath my hips, a little bit wide, base of the big toe, base of the little toe, inside of the heel. Lift your chest up, lift your belly up, and then we're just going to drop our head and our shoulders. Now lift your stomach up. So feel the pubic bone line. Pull up into your ribs. This is what's important about what we're doing. Laying flat. This is how this translates. That you can control the front line as you allow your body to go forward. Now, tailbone down, stack yourself. Sit bones anchor to where? The backs of your legs, you push that down through your feet, and you come up to vertical. Take your collarbones, press your arms down, and then just lift the rib cage up, extension. Not a big one right now. Just feel the ribs go up. Don't let your back go out. Come to vertical. Hands on your hips, bend your knees just a little bit. So we're not doing any of this or this. We're not letting our pelvis swing back or forward. We're pressing the pelvis straight down through the sit bones to the feet. We're going to do that just one more time. Push down, feel the line lift up, drop your head and your shoulders, and go to the waist. Feel like you're hanging over something. Keep the knees soft. Now we're going to let go of the connection of our pelvis to our legs, which is our sit bones. If you let your sit bones go, then the whole pelvis tilts forward on the legs. We're going to come back up by attaching the sit bones to the backs of the legs. Pull the sit bones into the backs of the legs. Push that whole line of the sit bones forward and come up. And then just lift the chest, extension. Feel the shoulder blades go down into your sit bones, go down into your feet, and come to vertical. All right. Take your left arm up. Put your right hand on your hip. So we're going to push down into our left leg, go straight up into that arm. Actually, let's take our right hand and put our finger in our ear. So we're going to push the arm up, left leg down, curl your right ear into your arm and feel the side of it. Then once you feel like your head is part of that motion, we're going to push again down into your left leg, out into that arm, curl over just a little bit more, just going side. Feel the ribs. We're going to do 2 more. Inhale, open them. Exhale, over. 1 more. Inhale, open them. Exhale. You can let go of your hand, over. Now press down into that left leg. Come up to vertical, arms down. That's how that translates. We're trying to create the pattern laying down of the anchoring of the heels into the floor or the sit bones into the backs of the legs. Take your left arm up, put it in your right ear, right arm up. Now just one side bend to the left. Push down into your right leg. Push up through that right arm. Tilt the ear to the left shoulder. Again, inhale, push down to go up in that right arm, side bend. Head is leading the motion of the spine. Now again, push into the right arm or the right heel to go out the right arm. Inhale, exhale, over just a little bit more. 1 more. Inhale, push out, exhale, let the curve happen, let go. Press down into that right leg and come up. All right, just an easy twist. Bend the arms, elbows here. Inhale, pull your right shoulder back and push the left elbow forward. And then exhale, pull your ribs forward. So you can only pull the ribs in this direction. So that's why you need to feel the shoulder blade. So inhale, shoulder blade pulls back on the right. Exhale, release the ribs forward. 1 more time here. Inhale, pull the shoulder blade back. Exhale, right rib comes forward. Actually, let's do 1 more. And inhale, pull the elbow back, keep your pelvis forward. Feel the twist of the upper body. And then feel the closing of that right rib. And we go to the left. Inhale, pull that left shoulder blade back and into the spine. Exhale, rib cage pulls forward. Inhale, pull that shoulder blade back. Keep that left hip forward. Exhale, ribs pull forward. And again, inhale, pull it back. Lot of torso in this. Exhale, forward. Twisting is all about understanding back and torso. And 1 more. Inhale, pull, and exhale, center. All right, rolling down. Drop your head and your shoulders and the waist. Knees soft. Let your pelvis go. Come down to your shins and sit. Relax. Feel your rib cage. It goes sideways, it goes up and down, and it expands front and back. Relax your knees, relax your hips, relax your jaw. So those are workings of the straight spine. Use understanding extension, flexion, actions of the shoulders. We'll add more hips next week and make it all just more difficult for fun. Palms together. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. 2 more weeks to go. I was just laying there thinking maybe I should do 8. Enjoy the sunshine. Namaste.